In remembering chemical symbols, we can use names, all kind of names. You can use names like Alice. You have the A and the L for aluminum, I for iodine, and you got the CE for cerium. The name Alice, or the name Al, capital AL for aluminum. Yeah, but you could do it that way too. Okay, so there's many ways you can use names. Now, let's use a famous name that we hear all the time around, well, at least around the internet. Let's use Watson and Luesby. Okay, Watson, which is WATSON, and Luesby, LUESBY. Okay. Of course, we're going to have to change Watson and Luesby. We have to rewrite it. So we have to rewrite it so it will look the way it's supposed to look as chemical symbols in the periodic table of elements. So let's see if I hear. So we got it right here. Watson, which is capital W, capital A, small t, capital S, capital O. Then I want to take the N and put it down here with a small a. Capital N and a small a for sodium. Capital N and a small d for neodymium. Where did I get the A in Watson? I got the A, the N, and the D from and. Okay? So Watson and Luesby. Now we got capital L, small u, capital E, small s, capital B, capital Y. Okay? So we got, what we have here is Watson and Luesby, which is of course Emma and her mother. All right, so let's rewrite it now, as we will see it. We will see it in the periodic table of elements and what they mean. Okay. First we got Watson, and we got and Luesby, A-N-D, and Luesby. So the capital W is for tungsten. The capital A and the small t is for astatine. Capital S is for sulfur. Capital O is for oxygen. Capital N and the small a is for sodium. Capital N and the small d is for neodymium. Or neodymium. Capital L and a small u, the L and a u from Luesby. Capital L and a small u is for lutetium, which is capital Lutetium. Oh, I forgot to spell neodymium. Capital Neodymium. You have a capital N and a small d. Capital L and a small u is for lutetium. Lutetium is capital Lutetium. And then we got capital E and a small s for Einsteinium. You got Einstein. See the name Einstein? Right here, the name Einstein. Just add a IUM at the end of Einstein. See right here, the name IUM, Einstein, Einsteinium. And then you got capital B for boron. Capital B, O-R-O-N. And then you got capital Y for yttrium. Capital Y-T-T-R-I-U-M. All right? And you got the name, and then we got it here. So Watson and Luesby, which is which I'm saying Emma and her mother. All right. So Watson. Now you got the A, the N, and the D from and, A-N-D. Remember the A-N-D? So I added the N from Watson. See the Watson right here? Here's a line going from here down to here. And I took the A from the word and and I retained it after the end. Okay? So we got Watson and Luesby. That's how you pronounce the name, right? Luesby or Luesby, whatever you call it. Well, we got it here. Watson and Luesby or Luesby, okay? And here's what it means. Now, let's construct a sentence to help us remember this. Okay? Law office of Watson and Luesby. Law office of Watson and Luesby. Okay? Let's do law office of. You got the capital L and a small a for lanthanum. We got capital W. We got a W for tungsten. So here, capital A and a small capital L and a small a for lanthanum. Capital W for tungsten. We got capital O for oxygen. Capital F for fluorine. Capital F for fluorine. Capital I for iodine. Capital C and a small e for cerium. And of. Capital O for oxygen. Capital F for fluorine. So we got the law office of. The law office of. Now we go to Watson and Luesby. So we got the capital W, capital A and a small t, capital S, capital O, capital N, small a, capital N and a D, capital L and a small u, capital E and a small s, capital B, capital Y. So what are these chemical symbols? Well, we got tungsten, we got astatine, we got sulfur, we got oxygen, we got sodium, neodymium, lutetium, einsteinium, boron, and yttrium. And here we go. Law office of Watson and Luesby. So we have everything, right? If you want to remember chemical symbols, you can use names. For example, you can also use Frank Sinatra. You can use Ben Franklin. You can use a lot of. You can use the name Nate. Nate. You can use the name Kirk. Kirk. All those names have chemical symbols in them. Okay. In this case, since Watson and Luesby are famous in the internet, and everybody knows them, I might as well use something everybody knows, right? Okay, so it's Emma Watson, her last name, and her mother's name, Luesby. Is that how you pronounce it? Luesby or Luesby. But anyway, this is how you write down the chemical symbol. Okay? Law office of Watson and Luesby. To me, both those names sound like a law office. For lawyers. Yeah. I don't care what anybody says. It sounds like a law office. So that's why I wrote down law office of. That way I can remember everything. So how many chemical symbols do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 chemical symbols. If you want to learn how to use chemical symbols and remember them, here it is right here. Law office of Watson and Luesby. All right? Come to you from the city where I live. And here's what they mean right here. Okay? Right here. So you want to take a picture right here. All right? Come to you from the city where I live. Over and out. Have a good day. Bye-bye.